The Hamden Turner model, otherwise known as the Trompenaars model, was established in the 1997 book Riding the Waves of Culture. More than 10 years of research went into this model, and it examines the values and preferences of dozens of cultures around the world. There was a survey that was sent to 40 different countries, and it established the fact that people do not just randomly act, or people from cultures do not randomly act in certain ways. There is a specific, predictable way to each of the way to the way that they act, and it's based on a variety of different factors. And the Hamden Turner model has 7 dimensions: universalism versus particularism, individualism versus communitarianism, specific versus diffuse, neutral versus emotional, achievement versus ascription, sequential versus synchronous time, and internal versus outer direction. So here's a breakdown, a brief breakdown of each of those dilemmas. Universalism has a high importance of laws, rules, values, and obligations, and it practices rules versus relationships, whereas particularism is based on each circumstances that dictates the situation. So it's very flexible with rules and policies, and then it gives people autonomy to make their own decisions. Individualism versus communitarianism. Individualism, you have personal freedom and achievement. Take care of yourself, which is the very American way. Communitarianism is the group is more important than the individual, which is what you see a lot of around the world. Specific versus diffuse. Work and personal lives are separate, and diffuse is work and personal lives, and the relationships you make in each of those are vital, that you interact both of those as it comes to your entire life. And not turning down social invitations is another key to that. So if you get invited to something with work, it's not a good idea to skip out on something like happy hour. Achievement versus ascription. Achievement is performance based. It's all based on what you do. Ascription is based on who you are, how you've moved up, etc., etc. Sequential versus synchronous time. Sequential is like an office job. Everything has a routine. Everything's got to be done a certain way at a certain time. Synchronous is very flexible tasks and projects, but it does highlight the importance of deadlines. Internal versus outer direction. Internal is people can control your environment, that you control the environment to achieve your goals. Outer direction is the environment controls you, and you need certain things such as the right resources, the right confidence, and the ability to manage conflict in order to do your job and perform your tasks.